Okay, so welcome back. This is obviously Slender Man. I think everybody knows who this guy is, alright? Slender Man, right? He is a guy who has been around for so many years, right? This is him. This is what he looks like. Here's a bunch of other pictures in case you need HD, whatever the case may be. This is what you need. So, that is not what I wanted to do. So basically, he originated from this video game that came out. It was just called Slender Man. Basically, you went out and you try to find 8 pages. Well, apparently, sometime last year, in November roughly, they actually released, or someone released this. This is a Slender Remastered. Now, fun fact, I actually saw this video on YouTube, and I didn't realize what it was at the time. So, yeah, so I literally just looked up Slender Man. So, yeah, that's him. So we'll go into kind of the Wikipedia for him. So basically, this is what he is right here. He's known as a lot of different names: Slender Man, fictional supernatural character. Yeah, apparently he went viral after a bunch of fan art and whatnot, and he became a creepypasta. Now, creepypasta was like the horror phase. If you read any creepypasta or anything like that, it was real, scary, stuff like that. Yeah, so you can go to this Wikipedia page. I'm not going to read any of this because I already know. But it actually was it actually had a real event happen. Yeah, it had a real event happen. Basically, two girls stabbed a girl in somewhere. I don't know where, in the middle of the woods. Yeah, so Slender Man scared me as a kid personally. He really did. He was one of those guys he was gonna come after me, stuff like that. There's apparently people who believe that he is real, and that he actually came from folklore and stuff like that. He has never actually been real, nor has he been confirmed to be real. Okay. Um, there are a lot of Easter eggs for him and whatnot. Um, Apparently, right here, obviously in Minecraft, you have the Enderman, which looks just like him. I guess in Supernatural, Law and Order, people like that, stuff like that. He's shown up in a lot. But he typically does indeed. And there has been a movie about him, but it came out way too late because Slender Man is not really that popular anymore. He was huge back in like the early 2000s with pictures like this. Like, I mean, you see that right there? Like, yeah, that picture. Let me see if I can find the picture. Something similar to this. I think this is actually the picture, but zoomed in and more HD and clear. This one in particular, yeah, that one. And then, I mean, obviously you've got like these, which is clearly fake, but still kind of scary when you think about it. This one, stuff like that. A lot of them aren't real and are literally just photoshopped and whatnot. And people do have, oh, Slender Man is real. Like, it's just ridiculous. Some of the videos. I mean, yeah, you can just see like all the terrible like YouTube videos about it. I mean, the truth behind them. Nick Crowley, by the way, great YouTuber. Okay, I hope he watches. But you got like Slender Man in real life, 12 million views. Scary moments when Slender Man was caught on. It's just crazy because people do think that he's real when he really isn't. I mean, you can see this kid made one. This one, like, no. This one in particular, I don't know if it's real or not, but this clip right here is really weird. This one right here. So that's really weird. This is actually the girl describing the event when she got stabbed by the other girl. So, yeah, Slender Man is definitely not a good horror movie. Caught on camera, chills, of course, has got to be there, but it's not real. So, yeah, I mean, as you can see, this is a video from 9 years ago, back when he was, probably at his peak form, and then they released a movie in 2018, which should not have come out, honestly, or it should have been a lot better. But, I mean, you've got people 3 a.m. Now, like, something like this is actually interesting. The documentary behind Slender Man is definitely cool. And then you see Bloody Mary. Okay, chills. You calm down. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Okay, so what happened? All that to say, today we're gonna be playing the remastered version of Slender. This is Slender remastered. So yeah. Oh boy, that is loud. Hang on, I'm gonna have to turn that down as well as I'm sure. Oh wait, that's me. No, turn that down. That's wow. Okay, so this is actually rebuilt in Unreal Engine, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's no graphical. God, that is loud. Okay, I'm gonna turn that way down. Not that low. Okay, so yeah, this was made in a Unreal Engine, and essentially it's the original Slender game, but remastered with today's graphics and stuff like that. That's kind of why I started it off like that. But yeah. So this is essentially what the game was. I don't know how you sprint in the game though. Yeah, how do you sprint? Oh, did I crouch? No. Oh, okay. It is shift. It's just you can barely notice it. Yeah, I gotta turn that down. For me, that's loud. So pretty much what the game is you run around collecting these notes, and basically he will come after you. So yeah, he'll basically start coming after you after that. And this is typically this is just kind of what the game was. It was, oh, what? Where? I didn't see him. See the static? That's how you know he's close, but I didn't see him. Okay. Is that him? Yeah, that it was him. He looks so weird. Oh, there he is. Oh, okay. Well, I just died. Okay, well, let's try it one more time. I'm only gonna give it one more try. I don't like back when the game came out. This was terrifying. This was like very scary, and now it's like not at all really that scary. So yeah. Okay. All right. Where are you, Slender Man? Yeah, this is supposed to be a remake of the original game, so a remaster, and it's supposed to have all the same locations and stuff like that. So I think he added a couple things, like jump scares and stuff. I don't remember if those were in the original game, like where they had like boxes for jump scares. Okay. Okay. 2 pages down. Get the hell on out of here. Oh boy, don't tell me I gotta go in there. Oh boy. Alright, well, screw it. Eval. Oh. That's supposed to be blood. Yeah, they had, oh, okay. This game, so scary, so scary. 10 out of 10. It's a really good remake, or remaster, whatever you call it. It's a really good remake, basically. But the game itself has not aged all too well. Boy, that's just where I came from, right? Yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah, I mean, if you've been on the internet for... Okay, that's it. That's it. I'm done. I'm done with that. Okay. So, yeah, that was a Slender remaster. Not particularly good or anything like that, but I mean, not awful, you know. I just think that the AI needed a little bit of help. So, yeah, unfortunately, there's not really too many Slender games nowadays. Yeah, you could go back and download like the old ones and stuff like that, but overall, there's really nothing to this guy anymore, which is kind of sad. So yeah, this is the picture I was talking about that this one won a contest, an online Photoshop contest. That's kind of what happened. It won. This guy did, and then it just kind of. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. No, I don't need to take one of those. So yeah, and then this one I guess was made sometime later, and yeah, those are essentially the big ones. But yeah, it was all fake, and the people who kind of say that like, oh, he's real, and they oftentimes like bring about the whole stabbing incident. They're like, oh, that proves that he's real. It doesn't prove that he's real at all. It just proves that like people believe that he's real, and then people started believing that because everyone started talking about him so much, that he then came out and like he became real. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, that's not true, because if that was the case, then guess what? Freaking everything that we thought was fake would be real. Like, I don't know. I don't know why people seem to think that he's real and stuff like that. But I mean, definitely an interesting creature, to say the least. And like I said, if you were around in like the early 2000s, or not early, but like late 2000s, early 2010s, you'll just know just how big this guy was. I mean, I remember when I was a kid going and watching just loads upon loads of videos of him, and I was just like, I loved it. Like I just loved looking at like stuff like this, and it was just great. Now, like I said, a lot of people have claimed to have seen him in real life. He is not real, okay? Well, I'll say that until he comes and gets me. But I just think it was interesting, and I kind of wanted to make a video on it, just kind of talking about like, he's kind of like an old internet history. He is part of history, I think. You know what I mean? Like, even though he is just a scary character, he is a part of like the history of the internet, and especially like kind of how a lot of people remember him and are still terrified by him. But I mean, you can just see how much content there is of him. Like, I mean, all literally just look at all these images. Like, he's never gonna go away. The Slender Man's never gonna go away. That's just period. But it's just really interesting going back and looking at this character in particular, and just realizing like one picture released and everyone lost their mind and went crazy, and then all this stuff came out about him, and it was just really cool. And it's just really interesting time to be, kind of around the internet and stuff like that when this was all big. I mean, creepypastas in general were huge just back in these times. I mean, you got people making these, you got people making just different things and stuff like that, and then you even have people making like fan films and stuff like that. And it's just really, really interesting, this character, that we didn't know if he was real or not, and it's just really cool. And yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just really interesting thing to look back on, just because like I said, in the recent years, creepypastas have kind of gone down in popularity, and characters like Slender Man, Jeff the Killer, any other like exciting creepypasta character has like gone down in terms of how much he's talked about. He has not been talked about in a long time. And I think that's really interesting that he's still kind of around a little bit. And yeah, like I said, I believe that there's a documentary about the stabbings, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's obviously a terrible movie about it. Don't watch the movie, all right? Just don't watch the movie. But yeah, this is what the original game looked like. I don't feel like going and trying to find the original game, but yeah. Oh, and then also, I forgot about that. Marble Hornets. Yes. Oh, man, I forgot about that too. Marble Hornets. Basically, this was a YouTube channel that posted like a bunch of, like, it was a video series, I think, kind of revolving around Slender Man. I could be wrong. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Yeah, it's an ARG, which is an or ARH, I guess, PH. Basically, it's an alternate reality series, and okay, that's right. This was huge in making it real, and this was also huge in making it like setting up the stage for Slender Man, essentially. That's really cool. I completely forgot about this. This is, I think, still all on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. Huh. I didn't know about this. There's apparently a film called Always Watching. I didn't know about that. But yeah, that's kind of how he got his name, like the operator and stuff like that, is because I completely forgot about that. That's really cool. That's really awesome. Yeah. So yeah. But, I guess kind of final words. Slender Man blew the world by storm when he came out. Super popular back in the day. Nowadays, he had a shitty movie come out in 2018. And now he's essentially dead. I think the movie kind of made him dead. I mean, he looks pretty cool in the movie. Is this him in the movie? I don't know if this is him in the movie. I don't remember what he looked like, but if that was him in the movie, he looked pretty cool, I guess, but it was just a terrible movie. But yeah, so I don't really think that, there might be another character out there that gets huge like Slender Man, but I don't think that will happen for a very long time. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. I do appreciate it. I'm sorry if this video is a little rough. Like I said, I want to start making more videos talking about either old internet creepy characters or just creepy characters and creepy things in general. I think I've mentioned that in the last video I made very briefly, but I'm going to, talk about it on this. I want to talk more about stuff like this, the scarier side, the more horror side of the internet in general, and just stuff and things. And I hope to eventually get to, the point where I'm doing videos like that and I can get a lot better at it. So, yeah. But if you guys enjoyed, leave a like. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.